I guess becoming a lawyer was a vision that my father had given me.
That's amazing.
Yeah, like back in high school, I did not think that far ahead to say, you know what, I want to become a lawyer or I want to become somebody who is a leader in the community or whatnot. You don't think that far ahead as a young person, man. You live in life day by day, basically. What I did know for sure is that I want to do better in the world, right? I know where I came from. I know the struggle I went through, but now if I have the chance to make a difference, then I will. Whether it's providing, services through education or orphanage, anything that will make a difference, it's what I've always had in my mind. It only became, I guess, part of my focus when I aligned it to what I want to do in life. And for me, one thing that I know for a fact that is part of my journey and part of my purpose is communication, being able to communicate encouraging words, positive messages, being an advocate, speaking and fighting for, I think the things that I stand for.
I love that. Let's talk about Daniel Ajak. Who is he, and how did you guys get in touch in order to be working in this firm?
Man, like Daniel, huh? Nah, Daniel is a good guy. Yeah, I always appreciate him for just being who he is. We met a couple of years back through sporting events. We'd go to soccer, and then that's when I seen him. And then whilst I was at uni, still studying my law degree, I would often run into Daniel in the courts around there, and I'd see him doing his thing. So we stayed in touch for a long time, and he went on to, have his own firm. And when he started his own firm, I reached out to him and I said, look, man, like I want to have more experience under my belt. I want to get into the field now. I'm ready for it. He said, yeah, sure, man, come on board. And he's never changed. In other words, like Daniel is who you see is who you get. He will just welcome you. He's chill out. He's like, yeah, okay, you want to put in some work. This is what it is. This is the vision that I want. And this is a vision you can also play a part in. He said, like, Ajak and Associates isn't for me. It's for all of you guys and others who want to come. Like, it's an establishment that will give young Africans an opportunity to make something of themselves within the legal industry. So today, it's Daniel who's here. Who knows, 5 years' time, he might go on to become a barrister or a judge, or he may move on to other things. And then guess who follows through? Could be me, could be others. Point is that he built this and put this together so that he can open the door and also be the trailblazer for other people that are going to come along the way. So yeah, he's guy is a good dude. He's on a mission, and he's a visionary.
I love that so much, and I think it's important to have that mentality, and for you to know that as well, that you've got people looking up to you guys because you guys are leaders. And that's another reason why I want to sit down with you guys, and you specifically, because of your mentality, your leadership, and your motivational way you go about things. I want to talk about that in a sec, but before we do that, you have to get to where you are, somehow. And one of the ways you had to get to that point is losing the victim mentality that a lot of us deal with and face, which is something that I feel like have to get rid of. Talk a little bit about that, and how could someone overcome that has gone through that now?
Oh man, yeah, it's for me that's a very that topic there, man, is something that I'm quite passionate about because of the struggles we face in life. Everybody has a story, everybody has struggles they go through, and so in my journey, I've learned one thing. Is that whatever you claim to be part of your journey or your story will always be true for you. If you feel like I'm a victim of my circumstances, nothing ever goes my way, or I've just got bad luck, it can never work, I don't think I'm going to be successful, well, that's true. It will happen for you, 110%. So I had that mentality, like poor me mentality, man. Like I come from a war-torn country. Now we're in Australia here. And yes, of course, there are difficulties here and challenges. We can't deny that. That is what it is. There was many occasions where it was very difficult to even land a job, like just a part-time job. simply because you may not get the same opportunities that others around you. Maybe there's a level of discrimination or racism or anything. Now, so with those facts, you can't deny them. But for me though, I had to say, okay, in spite of all those challenges that are there, how can I overcome them and still get to where I want to be in life? I can claim to be a victim and expect sympathy from people around me, but it's not gonna get me out of my current circumstances. I just have to think there's this other concept, which is a victim mentality, where you're victorious regardless. You know what, I'm going to overcome these challenges. I'm going to do better. I'm going to succeed. I'm going to get what I want. Doesn't matter how I get it, I'm gonna get it. And it toughens you up when you think like that. When you're tough enough, you get to see life differently as well. Like, life is hard, yeah, okay, it is, no doubt about that. But what you do with what you have makes the biggest difference. Yeah.
I love that so much, and obviously so much so that it's easier said than done. What did you do to have a strong mentality? What books did you read? What influence did you have? Who did you look up to? Because that also helps a lot of people having a blueprint of how you did it. Can you give us a few examples of people you looked up to, or books you've read, and things that got you to have that philosophy you now have?
Yeah, I think from straight off the bat, my mentors have played a huge role in just helping me overcome that victim mentality and finding out who I am as a person. One thing that I've taken on from an early age is that when you sit down next to elders and you listen, you're going to learn from them. There's a lot of wisdom that they carry through their years of experiences in life. So if you sit down and you're willing to learn, you can learn from their own experiences, and that becomes part of your wisdom. There's a saying that you can either learn the easy way by hearing someone else's journey and not repeat the same mistakes, or you can learn the hard way by dismissing all of that, and then you go and find out through your own experiences.